Well, the city of Mobile is in financial crisis. The reality of the city's general fund is a $4 million deficit right now. Local 15's Pat Greenwood asked the city's finance director what happened and where does the city go from here. It's tonight's Local 15 News Reality Check.
We've come to the conclusion that we have been living beyond our means and corrective action is needed immediately to avoid unintended fiscal consequences.
That's Mayor Sandy Stimpson announcing the city of Mobile could not afford the 2.5% raise for city employees promised by the previous administration.
Well, the mayor has said repeatedly that the employees deserve a pay raise.
But at a $2.4 million cost and already facing a $4.4 million operating deficit, it wasn't financially feasible. Wesch says the problem, inaccurate budgeting for the 2014 fiscal year. Take, for example, Mobile Metro Jail. The county operates it. The city is billed 35% of the cost. With small increases each year, it's pretty easy to estimate what it's going to cost in the coming year, but what was budgeted in 2014 was actually below what was spent in 2013 and even 2012. That alone accounts for a $675,000 deficit. The projected budget for the juvenile court and youth, nearly $736,000 less than what was spent last year.
Well, there were 5 cost centers that were seriously under budget. Those are easy to measure because they don't involve personnel. In many cases, they're mandated. And that's where we recognized we had probably a $7 million problem just in 5 categories.
How do you make that up? The administration systematically approached each of the 28 operational departments, and instead of assigning a budget as it's been done for years, it asked each department to create its own budget from the ground up. That way they'll get an accurate picture of what's needed and what's not.
We don't know what the end result would have been without a change in the budget, but it would have been of serious magnitude. There will be a balanced budget for 2014. The only issues are, how we get there. But we owe it to the citizens to repair the general fund and to get it solvent.
So who's to blame? Wesch says they're not pointing fingers right now because solving the budget problem is the most immediate need. He did confirm the funds guaranteed for Airbus and other suppliers are intact. There's no danger of not being able to provide what was promised. The build your own budget process will be in place for years to come. The theory is that experience plus tighter financial oversight will prevent this situation in the future.
Local 15 News is your advocate to expose corruption, fraud, and waste in local governments. If you know of any wrongdoing, scams, or abuse of your tax money, call the number there, 377, make that 877-315-7268.